Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be a monthly update for the Panner's Pan. This might be the fourth update. I'm not sure. I'm having so much fun with this project. This project is a Kooky Pans creation and it is a collaboration. So if you'd like to follow along, please check out the hashtag #ThePannersPan for others that are doing this project, both here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. The whole point of this project is to honor Project Panners, which is so cool, and I've been having so much fun picking products for certain Project Panners. It has been a lot of fun. My minimal goal for this project is to use every product at least once throughout the month. Every person that I've linked to one of these products is listed down below, along with links to their channels or their accounts. And what else do I want to say? I remember. Every month, regardless of whether I hit my goal on a product or not, I am rolling in a new product for a new Project Panner because I have a lot of Project Panners I'd like to shout out while I'm doing this project. So the only way I could actually do that is to roll in a new product for a new Project Panner every single month. Luckily, I'm happy to report that I did meet a goal on one of the items in this project. So one item will be rolling out as well. So that's good. And let's talk about that one first, shall we? This is the shade Corey from MAC. It is a MAC single. It comes with this magnet on the back and it's labeled. That's how you can tell it. I bought it as a single. And my goal was to hit pan on it. And as you can see, I did achieve that goal right after last month's update. It didn't take very long at all. Never does. I like to hit my goals right after the update, not right before. But yes, I did hit pan on that. This was for the Project Panner Mission Minimal. She does not have a YouTube channel. She just has an Instagram account, but I would highly recommend you check out her page over on Instagram if you're looking for some inspiration on curating your collection and minimalism in general. She is my muse. She inspires me all the time with reminding myself that I don't need nearly as much as I feel like I do, or I think I do. So this is MAC Corey, and it is rolling out because I have hit my goal. Okay, let me shout out the remaining products and the Project Panners associated with them. I have not hit any other goals yet, and I don't have any major progress to talk about really on any of these items, so let me just shout them out really quickly, and then I'll tell you who I'm rolling in at the end. Of course, for Amber F, I have my original Naked palette. If you are not familiar with Amber F's channel, please go check out her channel. She is a joy to watch. She's got a great spirit and a great personality, but she's also a rock star of a Project Panner. And if you want to see somebody really pan some eyeshadows, go check out her channel if you're not already subscribed already. This is what the inside of my palette looks like. My goal is to just hit pan on one shade. I don't know which one that'll be. I'm guessing Buck, since that has the biggest dip going, but you know, I don't know. Whatever I hit pan on is fine. I did use this once or twice in the past month, but no major progress to talk about. But this is for Amber F. For my dearest Kooky Pans, the creator of this project, my good friend, I rolled in this lip liner from ColourPop in the shade BFF. All right, I just had to adjust my lighting again because I felt like I was glowing in a weird way and not in a good way, but hopefully that's better. The reason I put this lip liner into this project for Elizabeth is because we did a project together called the 2020 Vision Project Pan, and this lip liner was in that project, and I didn't make really good progress on it back then, and I'm not making really good progress on it now, but I have used it once or twice in the past month. There's no new marks to make. This is what's left. But this is for Elizabeth. Okay, for Jessica, she is Jessica Lee, both on YouTube and Instagram. I rolled in this very old White Ginger and Amber Body Splash because Jessica and I have a ridiculous hoard of old stuff. I think it just goes to show that we're about the same age and we both started hoarding and collecting things around the same time. And so our collections look very similar, especially the old stuff. It's not uncommon for her to comment on my videos and vice versa that we have the same products and it's just kind of become a running joke between the two of us. And so I'm going to try and finish this up. I don't have a lot of progress on this. I don't have a new line to make for this month, and that is because I'm trying to finish off an even older perfume first. But once that is finally gone, I will be using this much more consistently, and I should really have some good progress. But I did use this 2 or 3 times in the past month. Okay, for Amanda, she is Amanda D. I chose this Real Cheeky Party palette from Benefit. And again, I'm just trying to hit pan on one shade in this palette. I don't really care which one, but I'm thinking the 2 that I've been reaching for the most have been Dandelion and Rocketeur. So I'm guessing it's gonna be one of those 2. I have a depotted single of Sugar Bomb. That one does not interest me at all. And Hoola is a bronzer, so I'm not trying to hit pan on that right now. I'm working on a different bronzer. Coralista I really like a lot, but lately I've been into like the more pinky blushes versus the peachy blushes. So I'm guessing it's gonna be one of these 2. Since rolling this into this project, I've been flooded with lots of blushes that I've been trying to work on. I am now down to just working on 2. And in about 2 more weeks, that second blush will be rolling out of a project as well. So then this will be the only blush I'm working on. So until then, I'm kind of focusing more on the other blush over this one because it's gonna roll out of that project in like 2 weeks. But I have used this a few times and I did make a little bit of progress on it. All right, the next project panner I want to shout out is Chic Geek. Am I saying it right finally? I feel like I'm not, but I think that's how you say it. Chic Geek. And for her, I rolled in this I Love Sada E times Color Pop lip gloss in Curvy. It is the lip gloss I'm wearing today. I haven't worn it a ton, just a couple of times, but when I think of a nude lip gloss, I think of her because she only wears nude lip glosses. You're probably never gonna see her bust out anything other than a nude lip gloss on her channel. It's just her go-to, and it's kind of become her signature look. So when I see this, I think of her. And I believe she has panned an entire one of these in the past. So yeah, I think she has. So this is for her, and I've used it a few times. And I have used it a few times in the past month, including today. Okay, the next project panner is Alex. Her channel name is Alejandra Lisette. I love Alex so much. She is such a sweetheart. And when I think of Alex, I think of indie makeup because she really shines a spotlight on indie makeup brands. And if you're interested in learning more about indie brands, you should definitely check out her channel because she's just got a lot of knowledge about indie brands. And so of course for her, I chose an indie eyeshadow. This is Halo from Looksy Beauty. It is a very pretty duochrome. It's like a very light peachy pink that shifts. It has like a subtle blue flash to it. It's very pretty. I don't really have a dip forming on it yet. I haven't used it enough for that, but I have used it a few times, and this is for Alex. Okay, my next product is for 2 project panners. They are Rachel Stephanie and Kyra from Journey in Beauty, and that is my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. Both of them panned this palette in 1 year, 2018, 2019, I don't know. They both panned this palette at some point in the last couple years, so when I look at this palette, I definitely think of them. And like all the other palettes, my goal is to just hit pan on one shade in this palette. I'm still really enjoying these kind of warm mattes over here. I did a look with just hunts all over my eyelid this past week for an Instagram challenge that involved the 12th shade in the palette. I also paired that look with this shade right here, and I used this as an inner corner highlight, and I think I used this to deepen up, maybe this one to deepen up my outer corner. So no major progress. This palette still looks very, very brand new, and there are still a lot of shades in this palette that I haven't used even once yet. But when I do use this palette, I'm always really happy with the look I come out with, and I'm always really impressed with these shadows. I just like the tones and the colors of them very much. It's a lot of fun, and I'm so glad I rolled it into this project for Rachel and Kyra. Okay, my next product is another twofer. The two project panners I'm talking about are Rebecca Morgan and Jocelyn Claire. And for them, I chose this Maybelline Color Tattoo because when I think of the way they project pan, I think of them project panning products that are not cruelty-free to get those non-cruelty-free items out of their collection so that what they have left is all cruelty-free beauty. And so for them, I chose this Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Fool's Gold. I had this on in yesterday's video. I wore this yesterday. I actually really like this as a base for greeny eyeshadows, and that's the way I've been wearing it. But I think yesterday was the only time I wore it in the past month. Okay, the next project panner is Alexi. Alexi is just a lovely, lovely person. I love her channel so much. It's like everybody else, her channel is linked down below, and she does some amazing eye looks on her channel all the time. And so for her, I chose this very pretty blue eyeliner from Jante Blue. I am wearing this today actually as a base under the eyeshadows I have on. No new mark, no new line. I haven't had a chance to sharpen this at all, but I am wearing this today. The next project panner is my good friend Elizabeth, not Kooky Pans Elizabeth, my other Elizabeth. She's the one that I did the Shop My Stash series with for over a year, and she just had a little baby girl. I'm so excited for her. It's going so well. And for Elizabeth, I chose a shade from the Just Peachy Mattes palette, which is in honor of our Shopping Our Stash collab that we did together. The first video was for the Pantone color of the year, which was Living Coral. And so in honor of that, I chose this shade right here. I have used this a few times in the past month. No major dips or anything to show off, but I have used this a few times in the past month. I am a little bit concerned that in my new Pan That palette that I'm working on for 2021, there's a coral shade that's very similar to this. And I did consider that when I was choosing this for this project, but I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna have to choose between the two, and I'm gonna choose that one every time over this one because that's my Pan That palette. But maybe I will switch colors in this palette and start working on a different shade. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but for now, this is the color I chose for Elizabeth because of Living Coral. The next project panner is Mariella. She has a great YouTube channel and she does a Shop My Stash that's really fun to watch. One of the reasons I like to watch her Shop My Stash so much is because she always has a lovely manicure. And so for her, I chose this nail polish from Julie G in the shade Sugar Plum Fairy. It's a purple textured nail polish, so it dries a little bit bumpy and you don't need a top coat. I actually painted my nails today for the first time in weeks for this update, so I could say I used it one time in the past month. So I have used this one time. Unfortunately, I did have to add in some nail polish thinner to it this morning, about 20 drops or so. So my fill line is higher than it was before I did this manicure, but the polish worked much better because of the nail polish thinner, and I'm very happy with it. So, I don't have any new progress to show you on this, but I'm just really glad I did a manicure, and I hope I don't mess it up in the next day or two. I hope it will last for a few days before I have to take off this polish and do another manicure. So I'm trying. I know this worldwide shutdown has affected us all differently and in different ways, but the way it's affected me the most is I don't polish my nails anymore now that I'm working from home. I might be going back to work sooner rather than later. So once that happens, maybe I'll start painting my nails more consistently. But while I've been home, I just have not felt a need to paint my nails at all. It's very bizarre. But yes, this is for Mariella, and I would highly recommend her channel if you are not following her already. Okay, it is time to talk about my new project panner for this month. I have decided to bring in a product for Emily. She is Emily and Max, and Emily is the creator of the Graveyard Project Pan, which is still one of my all-time favorite projects I've ever done. It starts every year at the beginning of April and goes until Halloween. And the idea of working on products that were in projects but we didn't finish is unbelievably appealing to me because I always have a lot of those products because I very rarely finish products in the time that they're in the project. I usually finish them after. So I think that was a real brilliant concept for a project pan, and I'm really excited because Emily has created another project, and if we can all follow this project through the way she has it created in her mind, it is going to be just as brilliant as the Graveyard project pan, if not even better. So keep an eye out for that sometime towards the end of January because that's coming too. And I'm really excited about this new project as well. But anyways, for Emily, I chose not only a Graveyard product, but a product that was in the last Graveyard project pan, and that is this guy right here. I just talked about this in my video yesterday of the 2020 project pan roast, the products I should have finished in 2020, but they're still here. This is a very old Avon lip pencil in the shade Brandied Peach, and if I don't finish this, I'm gonna be pissed. I hope this is gone by next month's update, but you know me, it might not be, we'll see. But this is for Emily. I hope you feel honored to have this little pencil representing you, Emily. All right, guys, that is it for this update. Those are the products I'm working on and the project panners they represent. I'm gonna be having fun with these products over the next month. As you know, my goal is to only use all of them at least one time, but I think I will be giving this guy a little extra focus this coming month in the hopes of finishing it off for my January empties. We'll see. That is it for this update. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I do hope you consider subscribing. That would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.